In this video, I am going to debunk 7 fitness myths and misconceptions in 7 minutes, and we are going to get right into it. But first, if you are new around here, my name is Dale, and I make videos based on improving your fitness and health. So if you are interested in any of that, please hit the subscribe button below. The first misconception is going to be that exercise is the best way to lose weight. Now, I hear this all the time in people that just want to move more instead of eat less, and your diet is going to be a much better way to control your weight loss than increasing your exercise. So I understand where this came from, in that everywhere you see somebody really fit, whether it's a magazine or a movie, it's always showing what they're doing in terms of activity and weightlifting and everything like that. It's much more boring to show you what they're eating. A study conducted by Harvard Medical School concluded that general weightlifting for 30 minutes burned 126 calories for a 185-pound person, which equates to 252 calories per hour, or a little over 3 Oreos. So instead of working out for an extra hour every single day just to eat 3 extra Oreos, why not just take your calorie consumption down, and it's gonna be a much more effective way to control your weight loss. So now I hope you could see how a diet is going to be much more effective in managing weight loss, which is gonna lead me into my second myth, which is that sugar makes you fat. What the evidence shows is that sugar doesn't have anything in it that is going to trigger fat storage in the body. Now, the reason why sugar is looked at as the bad guy in terms of gaining or losing weight is because it is easy to consume a lot of it, therefore putting you in a calorie surplus. We know to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. So it seems obvious to just remove the sugar from your diet because that's what's causing the fat, when in reality, it's the calories that are causing the fat. So whether you remove the sugar or you don't, as long as you're in a deficit, you're still going to lose weight. Sugar just makes you want to keep eating sugar, which is going to increase the amount of calories, and that's why you're gaining weight from it. It is not the sugar's fault. The third myth is that there is going to be a best diet for weight loss. So whether you're doing keto, intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, paleo, or Weight Watchers, every diet is going to help you lose weight as long as you're in a calorie deficit. Now, you're gonna see things all over the internet. Keto's best for weight loss. Just do intermittent fasting. You should do paleo diets. And all of those things are just restricting your calories, okay? Keto is restricting your calories from carbs. Intermittent fasting is restricting your calories by shortening the amount of time in the day you have to eat. Paleo is restricting your calories by limiting the amount of foods that you can eat. And Weight Watchers just translates it all into points and keeps you accountable, and I'm not a fan of Weight Watchers. Whichever diet you're able to sustain for the longest period of time is the one that is going to give you the best fat loss results. So if you could do keto for a week and stick to it really, really strict, and then after a week you fall off, you might be better off doing intermittent fasting if you're able to sustain that for a year. It's actually rather simple when you think about it, but there's not a one-size-fits-all diet that is going to be the best diet for weight loss. Myth number 4 is going to be that fasted cardio is going to burn more fat than fed cardio. So fasted cardio is when you just don't eat before you do your cardio, and the idea here is that you don't have any food for your body to use as energy to fuel your workout, so it's just going to rely on the fat that's already stored in the body. While studies have shown this to be the case, we're going to have to zoom out to see why both fasted and fed cardio are equally effective in terms of fat loss. So you do use more fat for energy when doing cardio fasted. However, cardio does not burn fat. Cardio burns calories, and a calorie surplus or deficit is going to determine whether you gain or lose body fat. So if you do fasted cardio and eat 0 calories beforehand, and you burn 300, and you go and eat 600 calories, you are now in a surplus of 300 calories. Essentially, it all goes back to a calorie deficit is how you burn body fat. There is no magic trick. If you just do your cardio without eating, it's just gonna make you skinnier versus doing it when eating. It's calories over time. The next myth is going to be that supplements are necessary for weight loss or muscle gain. So if you never touch protein powder, pre-workout, BCAAs, creatine, mass gainers, fat burners, pump products, aminos, or testosterone boosters, you're still going to be able to build a great physique. Don't even get me started on the whole women's specialty products that only work for women. That's just gonna make me really annoyed, and we're gonna get to women in just a second, so stay tuned. So some supplements are effective in helping you gain nutrients into your diet, such as protein powders and fish oil, but they're not necessary. And if you consume enough, say, protein from your diet already, you're not going to need the powder to make the gains that you want to make. Supplements are supplements. They're not requirements. Save your money if you're getting enough protein. Stop buying fat burners. Just move a little bit more or eat a little bit less. It's really a waste of money. So myth number 6 is going to be that women who weightlift are going to get bulky. If I had $1 for every time I heard this. So think about every man on the planet that lifts weights. Now think about the ones that actually gain a bunch of muscle and get a bulkier look. Every man on the planet. That is the logic here. That if a woman touches a weight, they're just going to get absolutely jacked. I don't even understand how people think this, but just logically. How many guys do you know that are actually that big? Not many. And the ones that are that big tried to get that big and have been training in a certain way and eating a certain way over a period of time. If you're a woman who just wants to lift weights to be a little bit healthier and more functional, then you could 200% achieve that without getting bulky or gaining a bunch of size. You're not going to look like a man just because you lift weights, just like a man isn't gonna look like a woman if they go out in the garden or read books or do a bunch of smart things that women do that men don't. It doesn't even make any sense. Stop believing this. And the final myth that we're going to be addressing in this video is the anabolic window. Now, can you even make a video addressing fitness myths without mentioning this one? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I took this as gospel when I first started weight training. If you guys watched my beginner mistakes video that I made, it was actually my first video on YouTube, I go over this in that video. But essentially what the anabolic window is that immediately following your workout, you have to consume protein, which is generally in the form of a protein shake, within 30 to 60 minutes, because that is the window of time that your muscle has to use that protein to rebuild what you just broke down. This has been proven false on many occasions, with studies actually showing that you have roughly 4 to 6 hours surrounding your workout to consume protein in order to trigger the muscle protein synthesis that your body needs to repair muscle. So that means whether you eat 4 hours before or 4 hours after, you're still going to have the nutrients that your body needs to go in, build muscle, repair the muscle that you just tore down, and so on. So stop running out of the gym into your car, slamming a protein shake that you really don't want to drink anyway, especially if you have a meal coming up within a couple hours. So that's 7 fitness myths and misconceptions debunked in 7 minutes. So I hope this video helped you guys avoid falling for these or believing any of this from here on out. If you learned anything of value, please smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more straight to the point fitness videos just like this one. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.